Okay, c4. And decision time for black. e6, c5, d6, g6, e5, b6. But now we're very limited after that second move. Now it's d5 or here. Grunfeld land. Oh, I should have done something else maybe. No, I'll go with this. I guess I have to. Pre-move land. I'm forgetting there's a game played in the Tall Memorial. Rajabov versus Caruana. Rajabov having the white side. Rook b1 to get off of this diagonal and put pressure on this pawn. I'll do that right now. Play like Rajabov. I'm also I'm not blindly just following a GM game, but now what? Where does my bishop belong? Was I supposed to insert a check first or something? I don't know. Knight here. Queen here. Oh, man. What do you want to do? Candidate moves. Queen d2, knight f3. I'm reluctant to play queen d2. Knight f3. I have to watch out for pin city. Do I care about being pinned? Maybe I do. Knight here, bishop pin. Oh, I'm spending so much time on things I should know. If I would only pick up a book. I don't pick up books. I don't pick up books. I'm lazy. Okay. That's my thinking sound right there. Knight f3. Ugh. Can you believe it? Believe it. None of the above. Queen d2 says I'm not quite sure what I want to do, really. In fact, no. I mean, I have some thoughts here, and that is if, like, the knight plays to c6, I could kick it away without the bishop snipping this pawn. Although queen a5 could be a bit annoying. I don't know what I'm doing. I need to find... I need to avoid the Grunfeld. I need to avoid the Grunfeld if you don't know how to play it. Shame on you. Okay, what about this? What about this now? Oh, this bishop's going to bite on a rock now, isn't he? Rock biter? Right here? Okay. And now I don't have to worry about scary pins. This bishop's not coming out here. Unless he gets a... becomes a knight. Unless he starts getting a little jumpy. This bishop can't move either, because I get this pawn. Should I take this pawn? What's the trick? We know what the story is with the clock, but what's the trick here? The trick is I take this pawn, the queen comes out, there's pressure on this. Here's the situation I'm faced with right now. I'm in a position where I just don't know what I want to do, so I'm going to finish my development. And as I get more development in, only later will I take this, and maybe now I'll take it. I should take it right now. Right now. Because I'm not long off from finishing my development. I'm going to take it now. What's the trick? I could not be falling for a trick. Okay, let's give it a whirl. Is that a poison pawn? Did I just eat some poison right there? I might have. I like that this bishop can't do too much. I want to maintain this structure. I'm being silly here for a little bit here. But on a more serious note, I want to keep these guys right here. I also have to be aware of f4. My bishop is running short on squares. So in other words, my queen can't go too far away, and now that's a little bit scary. The knight's ready to move. So what does that mean? My bishop will be hit. What about rook here? This is so scary. Rook here, hitting a couple things indirectly, stopping queen a5. In fact, that was my first thought. I was like, I don't want the queen to come to a5. I'm down less than 2. I think there's chop, chop, push, takes, and a bunch of captures on this square, and then my center collapses, but... Ooh, oh, no, that can't be right. Can it? Now there's no more pressure on D. I really want to take this bishop and then get a Pinarewski or something. Let me do this first. I could just work on the B file. I might want to one day just get back to B7, or even this C5 square starts to be very appealing, where it's just hitting everything, and it's so appealing, I think I'm going to go there. No. No, no, no. There's tricks if I do that. Let's run home. Sort of. I want to still be in a spot to double. If I played here, I think there was knight takes. If I take the rook, there's an in-betweener. Or maybe there wouldn't be because I'd be on the bishop. But anyhow, I can't calculate now. No time to calculate. I need to get rid of this guy. This right here is the #1 piece for black. I'm identifying this guy as their #1 piece. And he just gave himself up. Why would my opponent do that? I'm on the knight. I have the bishop pair. This queen is getting excited about stuff. She needs to go. I'm also... oh, I could have just trapped the queen. Just play your bishop here next time. Am I whining again? I think I'm whining. Get out of there, queen. I cannot deal with you. I just want a queen trade. I think that'll assure me a win. There's less to worry about. Man, I should have just played bishop g5. Trap that queen. Take free queens. Take free queens. Queen here. Let's trade. Let's just get the ladies off and let's go into an endgame land where I'm up material. If you're up material, if you're tuning in here, what's the big trick? What's a good strategy? Well, if you are up material, you should trade like a maniac. Trade. That made no sense. Let's go here. Let's target this pawn. He's going down. Yeah, let's just go after him. I'll get this one at the end of it. 51 tickers. Trade city. Oh. That rook's trying to get active. That rook's gonna get active. Let's hit this pawn. Let's get these guys going. This bishop still isn't doing anything great. Big trouble on this diagonal. Be very scared. My opponent has to be scared now, right? The rook's going to give a check, first off. Double checkmate. Watch out for the double checkmate. Now he's just pinned. Attack pinned pieces. Don't capture them. Good rule of thumb to look into first. Look into attacking before capturing them. Okay, now plenty of time. Bishop here, rook here is double checkmate. Let's go here. And then push away to victory lane. Push, push. Where's the mate? This is plenty of time. Mate and 2 threat. 1 and discovered checkmate next. No, that's not mate. I should have promoted to a knight just to be sure, but it doesn't matter. I had auto promote on. Okay, good game. Let me go back. Let's flip the board and look at how either one of us could have improved. For me, I should be going with something different. Yeah, I shouldn't have been going with this rook b1 move. I think it still is a move. I'm not up with the times here. I don't know about the theory. And I think f5 is maybe not right. I don't know. I could be way off with this. Again, in that first game, King's Attacker put me right in my place. He said, no, a4 was theory, and I believe you. It's just I really don't know. So I just have to go with my general opening knowledge to guide my play. I'm always thinking on my own. That was a recent comment, by the way, on a YouTube video. Someone asking me, sound like you don't really know what you're doing there. In not those kind of words, but basically like questioning my understanding of the openings, and I responded back saying, no, I know very little opening theory, so certainly weakest phase of my game. So I don't know about f5, though. What about knight c6? Put more pressure on this guy? I think knight c6 could cause me some problems. For example, how about this? Knight c6, d5, and you don't react to the pawn takes knight threat. Instead, you play queen a5, and you converge on this point. Does that work? And then maybe there's a follow-up with like rook d8, and you still don't have to do anything about this pawn threatening the knight. And maybe you could even attack it with e6. I think this is a variation to look into instead of f5. That's what I'm getting at. The knight, queen knight developing to classical square works well, right? This is the idea. Put pressure on d4. The knight doing just that by going to c6. I don't know if it's theory. It seems logical enough, reasonable enough. Development, tempo, instead of making a committal move like f5, opening this diagonal, allowing me to shut in the bishop like this with e5. Unless you have a direct follow-up with like f4 being disruptive to my bishop and then getting at d4, but I'm not really seeing that happen. So, okay. That's my main suggestion, because I think this is a tough road ahead now. I don't have to worry about pins on my knight, or pressure on my knight, I should say. And, well, probably shouldn't give up the pawn either, but I think I start to stand better after this f5 move. Okay. Some rough thoughts in a brief game right there, 5-minute. So, let me close.